Hello there, More here, and thank you for joining me on my channel today. Today, we're going to get into a beginner's guide on how to rank up your champions so that you can increase the amount of stars on the champions that you actually want to improve them so you can 6-star your champion, the ones that are actually going to progress you through your account, because not all champions are going to do that. You're not going to use all champions for that purpose, and so therefore you need to know how to do it correctly, how to do it properly, and how to do it efficiently. And that's the biggest thing, right? Efficiently and effectiveness in this game so that you don't waste your energy, especially as a free-to-play account, especially as a low spender. Depending on who you are, you don't want to waste your energy. You need to maximize what you have and the ability of what you have, right? So, real quick, my marketplace is refreshed. Let's see what's in there. I always get these mystery shards. You should always do it if you are too. All right, so let's go over here. Let me show you where I farm to improve the level of my food, right? So I always go to the campaign. I go to the brutal. You can see the down left hand here below my face right there. Down there, brutal section, brutal difficulty. I go to the 12th area and I go to stage 3 is where I go to. Yes, technically stage 6 does get you more experience per run. I understand that. Stage 3 will get you a shield. Stage 6 will get you boots. Shields will sell more for boots. If they're exactly equal, exact same rarity, exact same star level, the shield will sell for more for boots. So every time you run the run, you will get more silver in the end if you run stage 3. And then also, if you're trying to level up 3-star, 2-star, or 1-star champions, there is no difference on the amount of runs that you need to be able to maximize or max out your champion. If you start hitting the 4-star and 5-star and 6-star champions and you want to level them up and get them to max level, then yes, you will start saving energy in the long run if you run stage 6. But again, you're looking at for your 4 stars, you're looking at 1 run saved. Your 5-star and 6-star, you're looking at 3 to 5, maybe 6 runs of energy actually saved. In the end, you get a whole lot more silver by selling those shields. So I personally run stage 3. Most everybody in the community does as well. There is an argument that I understand for saving the energy to run stage 6. Sometimes I will run stage 6 if I'm leveling up multiple champions of the higher star quality, just because I want them to level up and max out faster. I can care less about the silver in that moment, but that's up to you and the way you choose to do it. So I'm going to go to stage 3 here. Let's go stage 3. I've been running a few people, but I don't want to run those right now. I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to grab 3 generic. You can see all those 3 stars, right? I've been working this. I've been farming this because we have a champion trading event going on right now, which is one reason why I've been doing it. Why I want to show you just what is a good way to pull this off and do this. You can see my Queen Eva, she's a speed run farmer, right? She doesn't always crit. There, she just missed, so it takes it a little bit longer if she misses that one crit. She's got a 96% crit rate, something like that. But still, that ran that in 13 seconds. My fastest is 6 seconds, right? So she levels them up. I don't ever run it unless I have the experience boost active. That experience boost will double your experience, and it is just a pure waste of energy if you go try to level up your food without one of these active. So yes, there's a champion training event going on. If there's a champion training tournament going on, I got it, and you want to pull it off, and you want to go for it, then you know what? Go for it, even if you don't have the experience boost. I highly recommend to not do that, however, because you will just waste your energy. It's going to take twice as many runs to accomplish the same thing that you can with the experience boost. So instead of doing, for a 1-star, it takes 3 runs. All it takes is 3 runs to actually max them out. Without the experience boost, it's going to take 5 or 6 runs because it's not quite exactly even because of the maximum experience you need to actually max them out. For 2-star, it takes 10 runs with the boost. You're looking at 20 runs without the boost. So it's just a pure waste of energy, in my opinion, to do it without the experience boost. So I don't ever run it without an experience boost, including if there's an event. I just skip out and pass on the rewards, pass on the things that come with it, because it's just a waste of my energy and a waste of my time overall. That's just me, and that's my opinion. I will even go as far as spending my gems to buy a 3-day experience boost. Let me show you where you can do that. Down here, there's a shop button right there in the shop, and right here next to me, right there, there's a gem shop. And see the first 2 options right there. You have a 1-day, and then you have a 3-day. I always recommend you do a 3-day. You get an extra day free out of it. Basically, look, it's 140 to 280. So it's 140 gems per day. Basically, you can look at that the way the value is done. You get 1 day for free if you do the 3-day boost. If you're going to spend the gems for it, I highly recommend you spend on the 3-day one night there. I will do that on occasion if there's some time I want to actually focus on upgrading my champions or leveling up my champions, whether it be for an event or for a tournament, or just the sheer fact that I want my next champion to be 6-star. I want that 6-star done. So I will go ahead and do that. I will actually spend the gems to do that on occasion, but I will not farm unless I have the experience boost. Okay, so now let's go into ranking him up. So to rank up a champion, first and foremost, you need to have it max level, right? So max level, let's start with the right here, upgrade rank. I always start the way I personally do it. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I do it. I start at the bottom rung. So I start at the 1 stars, then I start at the 2 stars, then the 3 stars, then the 4 stars, and I rank up all the ones I possibly can as I go. And then I go back and I will summon some more green shards to create more food so I can sacrifice more champions. And I just do a cycle until I can't do it anymore. So look and see this. I have a 1-star level 10. I have no food to sacrifice. So let's go and summon some champions. I'm on mystery shards. I only summon the mystery shards because of me. My ancient shards I'm saving for a 2x event. So I summon 10 at a time, skip through, get some 1-stars, get some 2-stars, just get some food sitting there so I can sacrifice some stuff, right? All right, come on now. Oh, and boom. I am now maxed out my total champion pool. Back to the tavern, upgrade rank, and scroll down to the 1-stars. And here's my 1-star maxed out. So I'm going to sacrifice that 1-star champion right there. So to upgrade a champion, right, you need to have him maxed out in his level. So a 1-star is level 10, a 2-star is level 20, 3-star 30, so on and so forth, right? And then to actually upgrade him to the next rank, you need to sacrifice the amount of champions of the same star rating that the actual rating is. So for example, I have a champion, he's 1 star, right? He's maxed out, so I want to rank him up. To rank him up, I need to sacrifice one 1-star champion. If he was a 2-star, which I'll show you in just a minute, I need to sacrifice 2 2-stars. 3 stars to go up to 4, I need to sacrifice 3 3-stars. So as amount of stars that the champion has, I need to sacrifice that many champions of the exact same rating. Doesn't matter what level he is, so be careful you don't actually sacrifice a champion that's already maxed out in level. When you're at 1 star, it's not that big a deal, but when you get to 3 or 4 stars, it takes some time and some grind to get them there, so you don't want to accidentally do that, so be careful and cautious of that. So let's rank this guy up. Boom, here we go. And he is now a 2-star. Awesome. So now let's unselect him. Let's go to the 2 stars. Let's rank my 2 stars up. Let's see. I have no level 22 stars, but I do have 3 level 19 2-stars. So let's check this out real quick. You can see why. How much experience does he need to level up? He needs approximately 2,500 experience to level up. He's not maxed out because that is something I pay attention to when I'm farming my champions to level them up, right? When you run stage 12-3, you're going to get 8,600, I believe, 50 experience per run per champion when you run 3 champions in there, right? So he needs 2,500. If I would have ran that, there would have been an extra 6,000 experience that just got wasted because he wouldn't have done it. Instead, what I will do is, I didn't mean to unselect him. What I will do is I will go and I will run my 2 stars until they get to this point, and then I spend the time to actually sacrifice 3 1-stars to level them up all the way up to 20. Then I rank up. Yes, I want to sacrifice him because he knows a fusion, and then I'll rank him up to level 3-star from there. That is what I do, and doing that ends up saving me 1 run of energy because, again, I am free to play, so I want to sacrifice. I don't want to actually feed him like that. So I'm free to play, so I want to maximize the energy output, energy capability that I can actually do. So yes, saving that 1 run does help me in the end, especially when I'm going to be fooding and leveling up dozens of 2-star champions in the course of 1 event. In the course of 3 energy refills, I'm going to be ranking up dozens of champions, so of course I want to save that 1 energy. I save that 1 run of energy, which is like 8 energy per run. It's going to end up adding up to me for me in the end, and I can end up doing a whole nother group or 2 of 1-stars or a whole nother group of 2-stars if I end up saving the energy and feeding the 1-stars like that instead. So that's why I do it. I recommend that you do that, but again, you don't have to do the way I do it, but just that's the way I do it. I found it's most efficient that way for me, and it helps me progress my account more efficiently and effectively. All right, so I believe that is all my 2 stars. Let's double check real quick. All my 2 stars, right? Yep, go 3 star to 2 star. Let's see, do I have any 3 stars to upgrade? Let's see here. I believe I do. Here's one. All right, cool. Upgrade him. So again, he's 3 star now, right? He's level 30. It's going to take 3 stars to upgrade this one 3 star up to 4 star. And here we go. Sacrifice him and ranked him up. He is now 4 star. There we go. I have another one. Okay, so one thing with this, I don't recommend necessarily to use rares as food if you can avoid it. I recommend to keep at least 1 copy of all your rares in your vault in storage in some way if you have the means and the ability to do it, because I do understand that if you need to focus on getting that 6 star so you can progress your account, do it. It's just a game. Eventually, you're going to get your rares back. Eventually, usually, right? It's going to take a while sometimes. So I do recommend that you keep at least 1 copy, especially if you ever want to go for the fusions, because the fusions often take rares as part of the fusions. So if you've already got the rares in your vault, all you gotta do is level them up and you can fuse them, and then you're good to go and you get a jump start on that fusion. So it's a good recommendation to keep a copy of them. Now, me, I have a Diabolist that is already built up, fully fully booked out, because I actually sacrificed other copies. Diabolist, you're going to get dozens of. Diabolist actually drops from the 12 area campaign. So as you're farming, you're going to acquire copies of her. So I have plenty of copies of her, so I'm going to use her as food at this point. And I've also got copies of all these other rare champions, most of them in my vault. So I'm going to end up using some of these guys for food in the long run of the course of this event that we're doing, right? So my Diabolist, I'm going to upgrade her to 4-star. Here we go. And she is now 4-star. All right, let's check to see if I have any more. I don't think I do. Just to make sure, do it here for you guys while I'm on the video. You can see those 3 right there. None of those are food. One tip for you that I do to help distinguish my food from my non-food is I will usually, other than locking the champion, but I will also go and I will actually ascend the champion 1 or 2 stars. So if there's a pink star there, I know I'm not going to food that champion, which also helps save you some time, so you don't accidentally upgrade a non-food champion if you're just trying to do food right now. Because if I'm going to just sacrifice, build up food so I can level up a champion from 5-star to 6-star, I don't want to take a 4-star to 5 if he's not going to be food. If he's a champion I want to save for later use for some reason or another, I don't want to build him up. And if he's locked only, it will let you upgrade him still, but it won't let you sacrifice him. So if you ascend him, you can distinguish him from the rest of the pool of your champions, so you don't accidentally upgrade him up and then, oh my word, I didn't want to do that all that time and wasted to make that 5-star. I got to start over. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of resources to make a 5-star. You can see as many champions, it exponentially grows. 1 to make 1-star, right? A 1-star up to 2-star. Then it takes 2 stars to make the next 3-star, right? Then it takes 3 3-stars to make that 4-star. 4 4-stars to make the 5-star. 5 5-stars to make the 6-star. It adds up exponentially down the bottom. It just takes a lot of time in the end. So I will ascend them. That's a tip that you can try to do, you can accomplish if you want to, so you don't actually rank up the wrong champions. That's not going to end up being food for you. So all my 3-stars are good and done. My 4-stars, I've actually got 3 4-star food right there. You can see I got Kale, I got the Ogre and Trap guy, and I got the Hound right there on the right. Those level 40s. Yes, I'm going to sacrifice the Kale because I already got a maxed out Kale. I have no purpose to having another Kale. He's booked out, he's scrolled out, he's level 60. I don't need another one. So he's food right there. However, let's select him and check down here. I don't have 4 4-star foods. I've got 3. I've got 2 champions and I got a chicken. So I am not going to sacrifice my 40s. I'm not going to sacrifice my epics. I'd never food an epic. Just mind you, never food an epic. That's me. Definitely never do a legendary. I always keep them. You never know what purpose you can use them for, where you can put them to use at. So I will never do that. That's just me. So, but my chickens and my food right there, I don't have enough, so I can't upgrade my kale to 5-star. And so therefore, my current rotation of what I'm doing here is completely done. At this point, next thing I'm going to do is I would get back in the 12-3, start grinding some 3-stars. I started with the 1 run for you guys. I showed you how it worked, and I would take them up to 30. And then I will rank them up to 4-star, and then I will take that kale up to 5-star. And next thing you know, I have a 5-star food. I need to do that 4 more times, and then I can take my Romero, which is the one I'm actually working on. Come here, where'd he go? I will take my Romero up to 6-star. That's my current goal. That's what I'm doing. I hope you got some value out of this video and learned some tips or some ideas on how to rank up your champions. If you did, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's going to be on the screen. Otherwise, check out the next video so that you can learn more about your account and progress your account more efficiently and effectively. I'll see you on the next video.